this park each day and sleep in various places on side streets and things. And so I go to this city park during the day, very beautiful, right on the ocean. And a couple days ago, this man, I noticed him coming into the park on foot, and he was carrying a bunch of bags like he was homeless. And I just kind of watched him. He looked over at me and watched me.
3/4 of a mile. Keep left on Blue Star Memorial Highway.
And he, at one point, and he kept like moving closer, and each time he passed my van on the outer edge of the walk. Well, he eventually went over to the tree line, and he got rid of his bags, and he came back by and started pacing again. And I don't know, I got bad juju, so it was getting close to time for me to pack up, so I packed up and left. The next day, I'm in my same
Keep
little
left
spot,
to Blue Star Memorial Highway.
and here he comes, and he's got his bags, and he's got something large and heavy in his bags, and they were kind of like pretty bags. They weren't, trash bags, and he was dressed kind of tidy. And there was this other homeless man that would come into the park. He's got mental health issues, and he and I would visit a little bit. He was a nice guy, perfectly harmless. He lived in the town his whole life. It's a town of 6,900 people. And I asked him, you know that gentleman over there? He's, no, I've never seen him before in my life. But each time he passed, he'd move closer and closer. Well, when the other gentleman stopped to visit with me for a little bit, you could see this guy got really agitated. And I could tell he wanted to approach me. And it seemed like any time there were people around, he got agitated. He was trying to get to me, and I could feel it. And
in 3/4 of a mile, turn right on Blue
I'm
Star
not
Memorial Highway.
20-year-old pretty little thing, right? So do I think he wanted me? Oh, no. Maybe my van? Quite possibly. Maybe a ride? Possibly. But the fact that he wouldn't approach me with people around me, he wanted me to be isolated in that spot, and I just wasn't. It's a fairly busy park, but yesterday he got extremely agitated, and he'd get up, he'd start walking my way, and he'd see the guy still there, and he'd throw his stuff down, and it was a thing. So I just the gentleman and I that were visiting, I just packed up my stuff, and he said he was leaving. I said, I'm right behind you, and I literally left town. I left town. So, I'm making this video so that, when you're somewhere and you're in a pretty little park in a city or whatever, as a nomad, you're just hanging out and you're female. And I don't care if you're, if you're 20 years old, definitely heads up. But, someone my age, I just got the worst feeling in the world. I mean, I've had my run-ins with predators when I was a kid, and I could smell them. So I thought about calling the police and just saying, hey, there's a guy, he's casing me. He's literally casing me, but he's not doing anything wrong. So heads up. Eyes always around you. I know I see other nomads sit in parks and they're reading their books and they're very engrossed in what they're doing. You need to be looking up and looking
in
around.
1/2 mile, turn right on Blue Star Memorial Highway.
And if you see someone that is closing in on you like they're a predator, right? And you're the prey, and they're closing in, and that circle's getting tighter and tighter and tighter on you, you need to move. And don't wait for them. This other gentleman, I didn't mind that he came up and talked to me. He didn't have the vibe, right? He didn't have the predator vibe. This guy absolutely had it, and he was a big guy, about 6 feet, probably about 240 pounds. So, yeah. And I would say he's probably mid-40s, maybe early 50s. So, yeah, he's like in that whole age thing. So, just want to make this video about that, because that is... literally left that area yesterday, and I'm on my way to New Hampshire now. I'm going to go up into the White Mountains for a little while. But heads up, all you women out there, and I don't care what your age is, they might want your van. Even if they ask you for a ride, you might give them a ride and never come back. So thank you for watching. I hope you get something out of this video, and have a great day. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.